Trisha, can you get my coffee? I'm running late.
Bye, Skip. Bye, Callie.
Money, I got money. Money, I got money.
What is she? What are we doing? Oh my God, stop.
Welcome to our podcast. What is up, guys? What is poppin'? Welcome back to your favorite podcast. This is Genesis.
Your favorite mother-daughter duo.
Okay. We're going all over the place.
Well, you screwed up. You forgot to say that part. So I had to jump in there and save your soul.
I don't ever say that. I say this is your favorite new favorite podcast.
Your new favorite mother-daughter duo.
All right. Well, what is this? This is Genesis of
Jen and Sis.
And today's podcast, once again, we don't have a plan. So it's just going to go from wherever we want it to flow.
The plan is to not have a plan. No, I missed it.
Because you're too worried about thinking about what you wanted to say. I said, we're just going to go with whatever is the flow. No, that's not what I said. I don't remember what I said.
I was just saying, wait, that?
I don't remember what I said, but they all heard it, and that's what I said.
Yeah, that's probably why I didn't acknowledge it, because it was STUIP.
If you listened to last podcast, you know what that means. Okay, guys. So, Jay Clay was gone this week. So this is our first time, last night we saw each other.
Yeah, briefly.
But other than last night, this is the first time we've seen each other in a week because after last week's podcast, you just up and left us and went to go see FDD.
Literally the next morning.
Yeah. So how was that?
It was great. No, it is. It's fun. We didn't do anything fun, but what is so funny about that?
So off camera, I asked her, I said, so just tell about what you and Dad did. She goes, it wasn't even fun.
No, I did not say that. You're lying. FDD, she's lying. I said...
FDD doesn't even listen. Let's just put it on the table. I said, Dad,
we don't
did you
want to go
listen
there.
to my last podcast? Nope, not yet.
Well, I didn't even tell you this, but there was a family member that I'm just going to not even talk about that I had a discussion with over the week, and Dad mentioned it, actually brought it up, and he said, have you shared my wife and daughter's podcast? And this person said, no.
Family member on whose side, Dad's or
I'm
ours?
not saying anything, but this person said that they listened to it and didn't care for it. And that they didn't want to share it on their Facebook because
A family member.
a family member said that they
So I
listened to
can do
it.
process of elimination in my head. So let me just think
Don't
about...
call out any names because we hashed it out.
I know who it is.
I'm curious. I'll have to ask you off.
I know exactly who it is, so it's fine.
But but no, so they didn't want to share it because they said if they put it on their Facebook and their friends listened to it, they said they were pretty confident that their friends would then contact them and say, what the F is this that you're posting? Why would you waste my time?
Yeah,
what
Facebook is so serious for all of you old people. Like, oh my gosh, don't even share to support someone because who knows what's going to get
You don't know if
said
it's
about
old or
it.
young. You don't know if it's old or young. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that.
Oh, well, then I guess you'd just guess that it was...
That is...
I thought it was an old person.
You just said old people are like...
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was an old person.
Maybe.
So now you're making me feel like it's not an old person. So now I have a second option in my
Maybe
head.
And you know what? We hate both of you. I'm just kidding.
No. Just get yourself some
No.
really supportive family. It's awesome to have that.
I'm going to be honest. I was very upset at first. Like, very upset, very defensive, very just like, wow. Because my thing was this. Honestly, we're not everyone's cup of tea. So there are going to be
fine.
people that listen to this and don't like it. And that's okay. But when you're family, I would think that you would share, not because you love it and it's the greatest thing on the planet, but because you just want
Somebody
to
else may want to hear it.
support somebody.
And support, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, but that
Like,
was
how
an
many-
eye-opener. I was like, oh.
Like, how
okay.
many Tupperware parties have you been to where you don't even like anything that was there, but you just bought it to support? Or even just like how many people's channels. I will
Right.
check my mom's subscriptions
Oh,
because
gosh.
she's hooked up to our TV, and I will sometimes be randomly on your YouTube, and these people's channels pop up. I'm like, who is this that she's
I feel
watching?
Because you know what it is?
You support everybody and anybody, and that's
especially the ones
where you
that
feel like you don't get it in return.
really try. Like, there are some people that I'm not going to lie. I watch every one of their YouTube videos, and I'm going to be honest, they're not the best things that I've ever watched in my life, but they're so consistent with continuing to try and uploading, and just for that, I will watch them and support them.
I mean, there's not a lot of humans like that, so that's very good on your part.
So I guess, but what I'm getting at is I was very offended. Okay, and like I said, we hashed it out.
So I wasn't even filled in with these details.
No.
Well, I have two people in mind, so we'll get back to after the podcast.
But no, I was just very surprised. And like I said, and I even said to them, I don't care if you don't like it, and that's okay. Like, that's okay that you don't like it. Not everyone's going to like us. But why wouldn't you just want to help us and get us out there to more people? Like, just it's a support thing. Like, there's a lot of things that people do that I don't support necessarily, but if it means trying to get them ahead in life in some way, I'm going to do it. I'm going to help, especially if you're friends or family. If you can't help and support us, you gots to go.
No, they don't gotta go. We got
to go.
She does not take it back.
You've got to go.
We're learning how to be more forgiving.
Yes, but another thing, I don't know if you saw my Instagram, I've learned you can forgive someone.
What, your Les Brown quote?
Yes.
Yes, I saw it last night. You
I
posted
love
it on
that.
the plane. Yep.
I listened to that on the way, and it's very true. You just want to very much limit your time with people that drain you. That if you're not walking away feeling better than whenever you got there, and if it happens all the time, or if you're starting to feel certain ways about certain things, listen to it. They're messages for a reason. You're supposed to hear them.
I agree. I 100% agree with that. It's just like we have to try to be the best possible people we can be.
Right.
We have to realize we're not everyone's cup of tea.
Right.
But
and again,
we just have to be ourselves.
That's fine. I'm just going to limit my time with you. Period. I'm not going to X you out of my life completely unless you want to.
You heard it here first, or you didn't hear it first because you don't listen. But
probably didn't.
Okay. So other than that, your week was good. You got to go see Dad. You haven't seen him in how long? It's been a couple months.
It was about a month, maybe a month and a half, give or take.
Yeah. So you got to see Dad.
Yes, and
And
I
you
cry
guys just
every time. Our marriage, pretty much the entire marriage, has been him going away.
Distant.
Yes, but you would think I'd be used to it by now and I wouldn't cry. I cry every time I have to leave him. This time was very hard for me, though. Very hard.
And all three of us have done long distance relationships, like at some point. And I've always loved my long distance relationships because I'm not the type of person that wants to be around somebody every single day. But then when I met Sam, now I think we would really struggle if we were long distance because we have spent every day together. Like, I feel like being long distance would be so weird for us.
Funny you say that, though, because you can pretty much get everything else you need from that person through like FaceTime or talking on the phone.
That's not true, though.
Except for one thing.
But since we don't do that, we do rely on everything else so much.
That's what I'm saying, but you can still get that. You can still get the face-to-face conversations and like talking back and forth. The only thing you cannot get is the touch.
Yeah. But
so I would think your abstinent self should be used to it.
Yeah, I guess so. But I just feel like we would fight over everything if we were long distant. I don't know. Sierra was long distant. I keep saying long distant. Was long distance and now lives with Austin. So what do you like better, honestly?
So I just went back home for like, what,
2
a
weeks.
week? Or
It was like 2 weeks. Oh, he was with you the first week. Yeah,
so we spent a week long distance again. And I'm telling you, like, it was the worst.
Really?
And like even before we long distance, like the communication is just so much harder. Like you don't understand the attitude or like how they're coming off.
Right.
And it
especially texting.
And it just causes so much more conflict.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like being here way better.
Yeah. And that's me too. Like, I will 1,000,000 times choose being with him than not. But I am okay without him. Like,
yeah, and I think you should be okay without him.
Right.
But it just depends on.
I prefer to be with him. I just love, and even that's doing nothing. We don't have to have anything planned, do anything special.
That's all me and Sam do is nothing.
Because like the majority of the time that I was there, he's
working and you're doing.
I'm talking
work
7
too.
days a week. He's been working. So
It's just different,
I'm
like
there.
actually being each other's presence. Like
right.
that's like
Or
Austin,
knowing that I
his-
can be.
Austin's schedule, he's always out doing something, and like Sierra works from home, and then like
Right.
stay with me. Sam's always out doing something. I work from home, but just like knowing that they're gonna come home that night, like everything
Right.
is just it's easier to deal with
Yeah.
and communicate. Like you know where they're going, you know what they're doing, why they wouldn't be texting you back, or yeah. I mean, I would think that Sam would know why I'm not texting him back, but he still doesn't understand. I'm not even the one out and about. I'm the one at home, but I still can't find my phone.
Oh my gosh, Chris is the worst.
Yeah, I've been better though. I think so. All right, we are going to transition into a game. So this one is something I found on the internet, and pretty much it's like where we are going to answer questions that we should know about our significant others. So Sierra's going to answer for Austin, I'm going to answer for Sam, and Jake is going to answer for FDD. Okay.
After she sips on her matcha.
Okay, so the first one is, what is their mother's maiden name? Sam's mother's maiden name is Nicodemus.
Donnie's is Jendeski.
What? I never knew this my whole life.
Yeah.
Jendeski? That's a cool last name. Okay.
Jendeski.
Antle.
Are you laughing
so
at my
short.
maiden name?
2 syllables.
I know.
Antle.
I know it's Nicodemus, Jendeski, Antle.
Okay, what color are their eyes? Blue.
His is like, it's like a hazel.
Hazel. You talk like L from the Ace. You're like, hazel.
It's like a hazel color. Greenish, brownish.
Greenish, brownish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Him and Dad have the same kind of eyes, I
Yeah.
feel like.
Austin's are a little more differential. Like you can see a lot more of the green and brown.
Yeah.
Donnie's is more combined.
What is their biggest regret in life? I would have to say Sam's is when he quit playing basketball.
Donnie's is probably, I would just say, not starting the business a long time ago.
I don't know Austin.
I don't know his biggest, but I think a regret. I don't know. Because he always says that.
What?
He always says that everything like has led him to here. So I don't
That is
think he
true.
really has a big regret, but I think he wishes he would have started wrestling sooner.
Oh, yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But Austin, he does not live with life with regret. Like
No.
even mistakes he makes, he finds a way to make himself believe
Yes.
it's okay and make others believe that it was okay too, that he did
That
that.
is a gift because that, like, regrets can tear you down. They can.
All right, what is their favorite type of chocolate? So Sam is now vegan, but if he can get his hands on a milk chocolate, I know he's eating milk chocolate.
See, I'm the same way. I would rather than.
This was milk chocolate? No, I'm sorry.
He acts like he doesn't know. Dad, it's so funny because whenever he started taking those shakes, he's never had a chocolate addiction ever in his life. Never cared about it. Once he started taking those shakes that we drink, oh my gosh, he had an addiction. He said he started craving them. So I would say, I don't know, probably dark chocolate for Dad.
I think he likes dark, yeah. I know Austin's.
I honestly have no idea. I would say milk, but then again, he really likes those dark chocolate things.
He's a dark chocolate.
I was gonna say I would have said dark chocolate because of those little
Yeah.
that huge bag of chocolates that he has.
And his dark chocolate almonds, his dark chocolate
Yeah.
everything. Okay. What would they name their children? Well, that's kind of hard for you.
No, Carissa and Austin.
We're skipping this one.
No.
Okay, Tank. And then girl, he wants freaking Aubrey. No, sorry if your name's Aubrey. It's just too common
I
for
like
me.
that. Right, I agree. It's a very well, actually, it's not that.
But he was
common
like, we
anymore.
can spell it different. Aubree. I said, that's not different.
That is, it's a very pretty name though. I will
It's
say that.
pretty, but it's so common. I need
Aubrey and
different.
Tank.
All right, what about Austin? Because I have no idea. I know what he used to want, but
He would name his boys Drake, LeBron, Kobe.
Marshall.
Marshall. Oh my gosh! For the longest time, Sierra, he wanted to name his son
After
Marshall
Eminem.
because of Eminem. But he never really talked about girls' names. Did he talk
No, yeah.
to you?
I've heard him say one. He likes Willow.
Oh, I love
that's
Willow.
Don't you like that too?
Love Willow.
I do.
Well, before, when me and Dad were just dating, before we actually had kids, we were going to name you Megan Elizabeth
In Austin.
in Austin was going to be Lee David.
Oh yeah, he told me that. That's funny.
Okay, next one. What is their childhood nickname? And Sam's is Snapdragon.
Oh my gosh. Why?
He used to make all his friends call him that. He used to make his mom call him that in public. So that
Snapdragon?
yes. So stupid.
What does that even mean?
I know, like what?
And when she calls him on the phone, she's like, Snapdragon. I'm just like, oh.
See, I think of a cartoon when I hear Snapdragon. And for Dad, Howdy.
That was his childhood.
People used to call him Howard.
No, when he's a child. No. Ew.
Yeah.
What about us?
I don't know. TBE. What? I don't
TBE
know.
was more so teenager. Childhood begins with a B.
I have no idea.
Buddy.
Buddy.
Buddy?
Bud.
Or Jake.
Yeah.
Middle name.
And actually, back to Dad's, it was Howie, not Howdy.
Howdy.
Howie.
Well, I don't know if I should answer this question.
Just do it.
I don't know, but I can make a guess. What is their favorite sex position? I'm just assuming that Sam's would be doggy, like, 'cause that's what all guys like. What's Dad's? Dad's is definitely just like laying there, letting you do the work.
Absolutely not. That's me.
She's a starfish.
I'm the plain Jane.
Ew.
Dad.
That's crazy.
Dad likes to get a little creative.
No, he doesn't. You're lying. We'll skip that.
Let's just say, cowgirl.
Reverse.
Reverse cowgirl. You asked. FTD, I'm sorry.
He's so mad right now. He doesn't listen to any podcast and he comes and listens to this one. Sorry, Grandma. Sorry, everyone. See, I told you. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Sierra?
I can't answer.
Yes,
I wouldn't
you can.
know.
I mean,
jeez.
if you just had to guess.
there was just some random guess out in the
I
air.
don't know. I would say probably doggy.
That's Clayton boys.
What is their astrological sign?
Wait, what did you say for Sam?
Doggy.
Oh.
That's like all guys' favorite, I thought. Oh no. Astrological sign. Sam is a Libra. He has the same birthday as my mom.
Donnie's an Aquarius.
Sagittarius, I think. Is that how you say
So he's a
it?
Scorpio.
Yeah,
Scorpio. I knew it started with an S.
Like Drake.
Yeah. Yes. Drake's birthday.
Yeah. He thinks he is Drake.
What is their favorite meal?
Right now, Dad's is curry.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He
That's
loves
great.
curry.
I don't know Sam's.
Sam likes everything.
He does. Like he doesn't get hooked on something. Like for me, when I like really want something, I like to eat it a lot.
He eats a lot of rice and veggies.
Yeah, just rice and tofu.
Yeah.
I would say.
Austin likes chicken tacos.
Yeah. Every time Austin gets tacos, whether it's Friday, Saturday, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. I just hear that from the room. It's so funny. Okay. What is their favorite alcoholic drink? So Sam does not drink anymore. He used to drink tequila like me, though, he said.
Dad's was, I can't remember.
Just
Miller
beer.
Lite? Yeah, Miller Lite.
Miller, yeah.
I'm going to have to say Austin's going to have to go with some sort of beer because when he was younger, he said
Yeah. He used to drink all the water.
taste beer all the time.
We thought he was going to be a problem.
Thank God he doesn't drink.
Oh, I
Thank
know, because he
God.
gets addicted to everything.
Can you imagine, seriously, if he drank?
No.
Because he has a very addictive personality.
Okay. Are they conscious about saving money? He's conscious. He knows that he wants to save money. I don't know how to say this without being rude.
He doesn't.
No, he doesn't have enough to save. He has more like expenses than he does income. But that's changing soon, hopefully.
Right. No, that's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, we've all been there.
But he's like me, I'm not conscious about it. Like that's something I need to really work
Right.
on. Like I just will be like, all right, I have this now. Like let's just live life. He's like, no, like I gotta make this happen, this happen, this happen. So he's conscious about it. He just like
Yeah, I think he is, and he's real good with things like he doesn't care. He would like to wear nice things or have nice things,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have to have it. Like he's okay without it.
yeah, he really is.
He's better than I am.
Bragger.
Dad is and isn't. It depends on what it is.
Dad's in the opposite boat. Like, he has lots of money, so he's like, you know what, I can spend this when I want to, but...
I'm actually offended because I just started thinking, I think he's conscious of my spending.
You need to be... and mine. And mine.
But
are you being
his.
responsible? As much as I can.
Hey, I just bought 4 jet skis today.
I know.
It's like, okay.
What about us?
100% not. He
can be. See, like,
he's in the same position, though. He doesn't have a job right now.
Right, but here's Austin will re-spend the same $100 100 times. like he'll say, he'll buy something. I will say, he'll always say, like, or he'll ask me, because he'll need a card. So he'll ask me if he can use his card to buy it. So he buys it, and I'll say, yeah, and then he'll say, I'll give you the money. And then he goes to give me the money, and I'm like, don't worry about it. So then he spends that money again.
Yeah, kind of like that too.
We just went to the store today, and I tell him, I'm like, let's try another store. Maybe that we can get something cheaper. No. And I'm like, Austin, maybe.
I was
He's
there
like,
for this.
I'm not.
Where do you grocery shop?
Sprouts.
Like,
yeah.
See,
I'm not
that's
fixing what I'm eating for you.
I would
That's
rather.
exactly what he said.
I need to save money, so let's do it together. And he's like, no.
See, I would prefer Sprouts too. I'm like that. I'm pretty iffy, like where I want to go for groceries. All right, whatever. I'm bougie. I don't care. Send me hate mail. I don't care. I don't want to go to Walmart and shop for groceries. Ew.
Well, yeah. Like, I tell him he's all organic, which I get, but there's organic other places. Or, like, even down to his peanut butter. Like, they sell a jar of peanut butter, small one, for $20. You can get a big one for, like, $6 somewhere else.
See, it depends. Like, my fruits and my vegetables and things that I would eat, like, raw, I have to have organic. But, like, I'm not going to lie, when it comes to other things that are in bags and stuff, I'm just not about that organic life.
See, if it has
I want to be, but just
if it has, like, an outer shell or, like, a thick skin, like a watermelon or a cantaloupe, I will get not organic if I have to. But, like, an apple, I will not even put an apple near my face unless it's organic. Because I'm eating the skin.
Yeah, get out of my face, apple.
Back up. Back up, apple. Apple.
How old were they when they lost their virginity? I'm pretty sure Sam told me he was 15. Which is sophomore year of high school, I think.
12, Sierra. Not me.
I know Austin's.
Let's stress this. Remember, I'm answering questions about Donnie, not me.
Yeah.
I've been confused about this one, but I'm going to go with either 13 or 15.
No.
Dear
Unless
Lord.
I've been lied to
Dear
my
Lord,
whole life.
please
That's, ooh, I will. Because who?
I think we have been lied to.
It's either sophomore year in high school.
No, it would be junior.
I don't know who.
If it's who I know.
If it was, then it's either junior year in high school or
I think it's his ex.
8th grade.
Who would 8th grade be?
I don't know. I heard some stories. I don't know, but
Austin Clayton, would you like to call in?
That would make me so sad. Anyways.
As we laugh.
I know. What is their biggest pet peeve? Sam's would be when people get rowdy, excited, talk about topics that are funny to them, maybe not to him. He doesn't like to be in a rowdy situation.
So pretty much our Sunday fun days.
Like that's all that we ever are.
I know. So he pretty much just hates us all, just so everyone knows.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, wow.
He hates rowdy situations. He hates it. He gets so uncomfortable. He's like,
doesn't know what to do. Dad's is probably laziness.
Lazy people, yeah. I agree.
Austin's is probably similar to that.
Yeah.
Just people who aren't working.
Austin
It's
is
like their
following
brains
their
can't
dreams.
understand not being, or their minds can't understand being lazy.
Yeah.
They really can't. I can understand it sometimes.
Are they confrontational?
Yes.
Sam is not at all.
Yes.
Sam is not.
Dad is, yes, times 2.
I'm not answering this next question.
Do it.
No.
Right now.
What are their porn preferences?
Carry on.
Oh, Sam doesn't. Like, he really doesn't. Everyone's
Now.
like, you think he doesn't.
Now.
Yeah, now.
Right.
I mean, he did, but I don't know what time he does unless it's in the shower. This is so rude. I can't put his business out there. Anyway.
Pornhub, by the way.
What do they find most attractive about you? Sam tells me all the time he finds what's most attractive about me is my like ambition and like drive.
I don't know.
He likes your butt. He always likes your butt.
No.
And he likes when you wear them nasty clothes.
You know what? Dad likes me more dressed up but less makeup. Like,
But he loves you in that bull spec shirt and them cargo pants.
if you rock them, you rock them.
Want to show everybody your shoes today? If you're watching on the YouTube channel, go ahead and take a peek at what we're showing you here.
You know what?
Clay brought the sponges out. This gets my dad excited.
No, not true. As a matter of fact, I brought heels and they are in Chris's car and I didn't realize it till we come here. And I was lazy and didn't want to go back. So I'm just in here barefoot.
Okay, so what did you say makes you, or what makes dad most attracted to you? Dressed up and no makeup.
Like less makeup. Not dressed up, but just a little more effort than what my normal Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday
Yeah.
consist of.
What about you?
I don't know.
Booty.
Probably my butt.
Yeah, for sure. He's been talking about that
And
butt
your
since
eyes.
kindergarten.
He's always talking about your eyes
Yeah.
too. He likes your eyes.
And her with no makeup.
Yes, in her hair too.
I think that Austin likes me better. Oh God!
Trying to steal my man.
I think Sam likes me better with makeup. And again, not too much, but like he never just like tells me I'm super pretty without makeup. He's gonna get so mad if he hears this. But when I put on like a light amount, he's always just like, "Oh, you look pretty today." I'm like, "It's because I'm wearing makeup."
No, you know what? I don't even think it's that.
It's
I
'cause
think
it's
it's just
different.
because it's different. Yes.
Yeah. All right, so that is all the questions about our significant others. That was kind of fun.
That was cool. You know what? I wanted to bring something up.
Oh, I'm scared.
Remember the 73 questions that you asked me and I had to answer things?
Yeah.
Well, one of my friends, shout out Kenny Lynn.
She listens to the
Yes,
podcast.
I know, I love her. And she actually texted me and she said, "Hey, loved your 73 questions, but I don't understand why you lied about one." And I'm like, what did I lie about?
I know, because I didn't catch anything in a lie.
And I'm going to see if this will jog your memory. She said it was one of my special talents. Remember, you asked me one of my special talents, and I said, I don't think I have any. But I do. And I forgot all about it. And Kenny Lynn brought it up.
Can you give me a hint?
Jumping jacks.
Oh. No. Stop.
It is a special talent.
Stop.
It is. Do you know
How
what
does
I'm
she
talking
know
about?
that?
Because Kenny Lynn knew
Did you
me
perform
out
this
of
for her?
Delaware. No. I mean, I think I have.
Because how would she know?
But I'm trying to think of how.
Okay, well, everyone wondering what Jay Clay's special talent is. I forgot you could do this.
And you know what?
I bet Sierra could do it too.
I almost wish I wore something today.
That you could?
that I could
She
demonstrate.
got on skin tight leather pants. I wore the skin tight leather shorts and she wore the pants.
Not even planned.
But okay, so Jay Clay, she cannot demonstrate because
No.
she doesn't have enough room in there. When she does a jumping jack, and we found this out when
Or
she
just jumping.
or
Period.
any type of jumping. Just she can do
See, look at Sierra's face.
She can
She's
do
like-
a butt clap. Like her butt will literally go, girl. Like it
When I
just
jump-
starts clapping.
when I jump, it's like this.
No way.
Yes.
Yes.
She just starts jumping. It's like. My dad gets all excited. He's like, do that butt clap thing.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
So
but you were
wanted to
also
know-
a professional. We'll be in the gym doing abs. I never even work out with my mom, but every time I've been in the gym, my mom, she cues. Every time. Cues. And it's like, I feel so bad because I know it's uncontrollable, but like, I just didn't even know that stuff happened uncontrollably.
Oh,
That's what giving birth does to you, huh?
I think it just opens things that weren't open before.
Interesting.
Oh, you wait. You wait.
Well, then tell us about giving birth. What exactly goes on down there?
just stretches.
You saw the YouTube. Okay, pain level scale 1 to 10.
Oh
Honestly.
my gosh. Well, I'm
Because
not the
I've been
right one to
watching-
ask.
I've been watching all these people on
Right.
YouTube. They're like, oh, it was a breeze.
Yeah. Well, imagine this. Okay, with you, I mean, you hurt, of course, but with Austin, who
came
was 10
folded
pounds,
half.
5 ounces, folded in half. So when his head come out, his feet come out at the same time.
No epidural.
All of this sounds terrible, right? So do it without pain metafreakication.
Oh, pain metafreaking.
Yeah. Do it without that. You want to talk about pain. I couldn't walk for 2 weeks. I'm
But
not kidding.
people say the contractions are worse than the actual pregnancy.
Oh yeah, they're
Like, well, I mean, the actual
very-
labor.
like poop cramps.
They're not like period cramps.
No, they're very hard. Oh my gosh! Like
I'm so intrigued. Like, I need to know about what to expect, all that kind of stuff.
it hurts. It hurts. It's like a very massive cramps that come.
What
and go,
about
come
the
and go.
epidural on a scale of 1 to 10? That big old needle in your
I'm
back.
gonna be like, I know it didn't feel good, but it wasn't that bad to me.
Because I was watching Aspen's birth or whatever, and he was like, bee sting. She didn't even move. When I get stung by bees, I spaz.
It's a big
I
needle.
punch.
It's a very big
I
needle.
kick. I scream.
Look
So-
at Sierra's faces.
I just like, I know I'm not even close, but I'm just so ready to have babies. And I just like, that's my biggest fear is the actual delivery process. I'm fine being pregnant. I'm okay with my ankles being swollen. I have kinkles every day already. Like, I'm okay with all of it. I'm ready to get a big belly.
But you
I
just
just-
got to remember this: if it was that bad, would as many people that have
That's what I'm
kids
saying.
have them?
I've seen so many people that are so tiny and be able to just
Right.
pop people out. And I'm just like, all right,
I mean,
can do that.
it could very possibly be the most pain you've ever felt in your entire life. But think, like I
It's
said,
worth it. You bring
if it
like-
wasn't, then everyone would have like one kid max.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
And
so worth it.
this
And honest to
little-
God, once you're done and you're holding your baby, it's just like you don't even think of it.
Okay, I have I have a ton of questions actually. I've been thinking about this. Does it smell? Does the baby smell?
I don't remember it like smelling. No.
Cause like, it's just like all your insides all up on that. Like, and then she
No,
brought the
your
baby up and
insides
Parker's
don't.
like in its face. I'm like, oh, doesn't that stink?
It's in a sack.
Is it smell watery, hot, humid,
Probably, if I had to say something, yeah, probably just like
bloody? That like blood has a very distinct smell.
but I don't put it this way. I mean, it's been almost 21 years now since I've given birth, but I don't remember it like I don't remember thinking, ew, like it stinks.
What is all that white stuff on the baby?
It's from the sack.
What is it? Placenta?
It's just gook.
Okay.
That's inside you.
And I also heard that after you give birth to the baby, the doctor immediately gives it to you. You hold it, and then that's like your distraction, so to speak. And that supposedly the doctor goes up in you and squeezes the rest of your water. And people said that's what hurts.
I mean, you don't really. It's honest to God. Once the baby's out, your mind is in a whole different place.
I also heard that you pee and poop yourself when you give birth. Did you do that
you
with either me
can.
and Austin?
You can.
Did you?
I did not poop. No, I did not poop.
Surprises me because you poop so much.
I know.
Watch me that never poops just poop.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the cure.
I just have to give birth.
What if I give birth to a poop?
That'll be one crappy kid.
You are so stupid. Don't ever say something.
You are so STUIP.
Okay. I had other questions.
No.
I've always wondered if it smelled. I've always wondered. Oh, so it's like I honestly don't even know what it feels like to poop that much. So like, you know when you're going to the bathroom and sometimes it gets stuck and you have to keep pushing. Like, is that how the baby is? Like, it comes out a little bit. Does it? When do you stop pushing?
yeah.
Does it suck back up and then come back out?
Kinda. Like, I mean, I don't know that it goes like in and out, but like, no, that's why you have to push.
Yeah.
That's why they say.
Okay,
like,
so
push.
what if you're pushing and you push enough for it to come out all the
Then you
way
just-
till the neck and then it gets suffocated? Like,
No,
I'm
it's
scared.
No, the doctor's hands are in there too. Like,
I just can't picture this
you
baby
don't
coming out of
realize
there.
how much that can open.
Flexible. No, I don't.
I mean, imagine a baby coming out of that, out of your
And you've
hoo-ha.
never had a C-section. You've only had natural births.
Right.
We probably turned off so many people listening to this
I
podcast.
know. I know. Like, how did we even end up here?
I told you last podcast I had birth questions.
But I hear like people that have C-sections. I heard it's very hard to heal from that too. Like it's a very painful thing.
My mom had 4 of them.
4 C-sections?
Because my sister was so big.
Yeah.
How big was your sister?
Well, it's not that she was so big. My mom's pelvic bones also wouldn't separate. And my sister was big.
Which sister?
Logan, the first one.
Why, how big was she?
Oh gosh.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
How big of a
my
baby
mom
were you?
had all big babies. I was the smallest, and I was 8 pounds 6 ounces.
What?
Wow.
Smallest?
My brother was like 10.
Yeah.
My other 2 sisters were 9 something.
I was 9 and Austin was 10.
She was 8.15.
Oh.
So 1 ounce away. There's 16 ounces in a pound. So you were 1 ounce away from being 9 pounds.
Yeah.
And then Austin was 10.5.
I hope I have little 6 ounce.
Yeah.
6 pound baby.
Yeah,
6 ounces. Wow. That would be nice.
I think that's all the questions I have. I'm sorry if I turned anyone away. I just have always had these questions. We're girls. Everybody is gonna, if you want to have kids, you're gonna have to give birth. You're gonna have to face the facts.
You guys are so lucky though now with YouTube and everything. You could pretty much see. Like I went into it literally blind.
When I get pregnant, that's like the era my channel's just gonna thrive. Like I'm doing it all.
Yeah.
We're doing all the pranks. We're doing all the trendy videos.
I would too. And if anything,
I'm
it's
doing
just
my water
documenting.
broke prank on Sam.
Right.
Gonna freaking make him spaz. Okay.
He doesn't spaz though. That's the thing with Sam.
Well, let's just say I can't tell you guys the prank I did because I think I'm going to retry it and I can't say it yet. But I did a prank on him and my camera wasn't filming the entire time.
You're kidding.
And his reaction was priceless.
No. Did he know it was a
Well,
prank?
how are you going to redo it then? If
I
you
told him
already
it was a
did
prank. I turned his head. I was like, "You're getting pranked," and he's like, "Oh my gosh, blah 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 blah." I can't do it though because I already did it to him. He had a really good reaction, so I think I'm gonna do it to other people.
Not me. Don't do it to me. Do it to Austin. Just tell me and Sierra.
I think I will do it to Austin. Okay, so sorry I asked you all that advice about babies, but speaking of advice, and by the way, no, I'm not even close to having a baby, even though I wish I was.
Yeah, because you're not even married.
I know, but so I asked on my Instagram for you guys to leave some advice. We also asked on our email for people to send in advice.
What is our email?
It is genesispodcast@yahoo.com. So if you guys have advice, if you guys want to tell us some crazy stories, we'll keep it anonymous and just give our input on it. We have a ton of stuff like that we want to do. But
Please send us things.
yeah, send us things. But I'm surprised. A bunch of people sent advice in. So I think we should answer some of those questions. I have a ton from my Instagram, so I'm going to screenshot them. And then we're not going to have time to get to all of them today. But we can at least go over a few.
If it's a quick answer, then we might be able to.
I feel like all of mine on here are very much so not quick. Like these are like topics. But a lot of them are like very similar. So do you want to ask one on there? And you could say who it's from too. Unless it was like unless they asked to be anonymous.
Right. Okay.
I'm just going to screenshot these ones.
Well, Lindsay Thomas said, "Hello, I want to start off by saying y'all are amazing. My question is for Carissa. How in the world do you keep your hair so pretty? What shampoo and conditioner do you use in hair products? Thanks."
Okay, so my hair.
Hold on. Thank you, Lindsay, for the question.
Yes, thank you, Lindsay. My hair, I feel like, just does wonders through a camera. Like there's sometimes I'll look in my videos and I'm editing a vlog. I'm like, oh my gosh, my hair looks good. I didn't even brush it today. I don't know why I think that my camera does a better job at showing my hair because in person, I have decent hair, but I've put it through crap. Like when I was in high school, I used to straighten my hair 5 times a day.
Literally.
And I would like spray this like spray in there. It wasn't even meant for straightening your hair. It was like an oily spray. And I would straighten over top of it and I would just get so much satisfaction watching the steam and it burn. And I used to straighten my hair.
I think Kenny Lynn saved your hair, honestly.
Yeah.
Like she did a very good job.
But I've gone through a lot of bleach. I've done a lot of things to it. I've also cut my hair twice. So I think that saved it because when my hair gets super long, it's like really good. It's like right here and then it just starts getting stringy. So I always end up cutting it. I don't know why. I just like my hair better short. But for shampoo and conditioner, I literally go to TJ Maxx and just find any random purple conditioner. Like when I go to the hair salon, I always like feel like I have to buy a hair shampoo or something. And it's honestly good, but they always get the tiniest bottles. They're like $80. So I run out of those so fast.
They are expensive.
I don't even have a certain brand. My one is called Joico. Never even heard of it. It's purple. And then I do like Dry Bar products from Ulta. They're the best. They smell the best. And every time you go to Dry Bar, like I love how my hair feels, looks.
I agree with that.
But I just honestly, I say the secret is I don't do anything to it. Like podcast days, I will curl it or straighten it. But other than that, my hair is in braids all week and I'll wear it like natural waves for the rest or don't even brush it.
How often do you wash your hair?
Twice, 3 times a week. And I work out every day and it's nasty.
That's more than me. I am literally at once a week. Once a week I wash my hair.
Like when I start getting a whiff of my hair smelling like the cheeseburgers we ate last night, vegan, I'm like, yeah, it's time to wash it.
Do you want me to ask more or do you want to go on to yours?
Oh no, I'm done.
Okay. For J. Clay, which boyfriend of Carissa's did you like the least but never said anything to her about?
I already know, but you have said, my mom doesn't just keep it to herself. You say it if you don't like them. I know who you didn't like, who you liked the least.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, do I say his name? I think
There's
it's
no
kinda
way he's
rude.
listening. And who cares? He was a bad boyfriend.
I'll just say his first name and last initial.
People know at this point. Who cares? You're not
All
listening.
right, Louis C.
That's not even his name.
Louis C.
Okay.
And it's only because
We
and
were
I shouldn't
young,
say,
super young.
Yeah, it's not that I dislike him. He was just really trying to rush things with you. In that, like,
Remember the time Dad walked in on us?
oh my gosh, he was heavy petting on.
It was my first boob rub. And my dad walked in.
Oh,
And
I
my
remember
dad-
both of you wanted to die. He just wanted to go home so bad. He
gosh.
just wanted to literally run.
That was the worst ever.
But no, he was just always. He did everything to try to get you alone. Like,
And he hurt Austin. He slammed Austin when Austin was
Yeah.
just a baby. He
Yeah.
wasn't a baby. He was a young child.
But no, so I mean, like I said, it's not like I hope this kid's thriving today. Like I really do. It was just at that time,
He's not.
he just. Okay, well, I'd like to see him thrive in his future.
Yeah,
I don't
everybody.
have any ill will towards him. It just at that time, you was just so innocent and naive, and I just felt like he was just trying, and I had to do the motherly thing, and I would listen into phone conversations.
Yeah. I used to hear my mom in the
and read
bathtub,
text
like,
messages.
I would
and-
hear my mom's bathwater, like, I'd be like, oh my gosh, my mom was on the phone again.
Yeah, no, you would say it, and I'd be like,
I'm like, Mom? I'd run up the stairs. Like, are you listening to my... No? Oh, okay.
What? Okay. Oh. And then she said, for Kay Clay, what is something you have never told your mom before that she would have been mad about if she found out at the time?
I feel like I just, like, confess my soul now. I honestly don't, like, have anything hidden other than the things I've said. Like, you would have obviously been mad about when I had my nipples pierced, and you obviously would have been mad about the times that I got very drunk. But...
And that you were fighting out of the country.
But honestly, like, I confess my soul. Anytime I think of something funny, like, I know I can't get in trouble now because it's like 10 years down the road, but I just don't have anything.
Okay. And these questions, by the way, are from Emily Meyer. And then she said, for both of us, what was the worst fight you've had as mother and daughter? We've never really...
I remember it wasn't
Fight.
It was not a fight. It was more so you were just like so upset when you found out I lost my virginity. She wrote me a note.
No, that was whenever you were...
letter.
That was whenever I caught on that you were getting ready to.
No, that was after.
No, because I still have the note.
Well, I
I
think
wrote
you
you the-
wrote.
and I
I
just
think I
told
was
you.
having sex though.
Well, now I'm really offended.
I don't remember, but I just remember I go to school and I open my folder to turn my homework in, and there's a note from my mom in there, and it's like 6 pages long. She gives it to me at school. Like, I can't even focus on what I'm doing in school, and I read it, and it was just like her spilling her soul to me, telling me like I need to be careful, and it was so sweet. Like, I'm definitely gonna do that for my daughter
Don't
too.
you wish you listened though now?
Yeah, I definitely did. But like, she was just like warning me. She was like, you are gonna get your heart broken. Like, she was just like letting it all out. She was like, these people that like claim they want you and want you for these reasons, like blah blah blah. She was like, just trust me and make the right decisions and be a good girl and don't ever let people tell you that you can't do something, and don't ever let, like, she just like wrote like the sweetest letter. But she gave it to me when I was at school, and just, I remember, I don't know. But that wasn't a fight. The biggest probably time that we got in a fight was when I got grounded when I was sneaking out. to go to that party and you caught me at Waffle House.
But even that, like, we've never really fought. Like, I mean, you got grounded or in trouble.
Yeah, but we've never, like, gone at it. And we've never had a period of time where we have not talked.
No. Yet.
No, because we're a good
honest
duo.
to God, I'm going to get all mushy, but you are, like, you in Austin.
No,
I
just
take
leave
advice.
it to me. You were saying me first.
I'm just saying, I take advice from you. Oh, I see what you're saying. No.
You and Austin.
No, because honest to God, both of you give me the best advice ever. Mm-hmm. Like with the situations we were just talking about recently, like, and just the stupid, it could be something so stupid that you say to me, but it like sinks in.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I just think we have a really good relationship because we tell each other everything. We have the same humor, but we also have different perspectives. So it's not like everything's just like zoom, zoom. Like we do like have to cross paths sometimes, but it's always, like you said, we take each other's advice. We trust each other's opinions.
We don't take it personal. She's so distracted over there. Carissa. Sierra was just saying hi. Hey. All right. I would like to hear both. Oh, this is from Alyssa Mobley. I would like to hear both of y'all's walk with Christ in your testimonies. I'm sure others would love to hear also. Keep up the great work, Alyssa.
Okay, you go first because mine leads into what yours was.
Okay, my walk with Christ pretty much has been from birth. My parents both
You're born into it.
Yeah, we went to church every Sunday. Went to Sunday school. You know, during the sermon and everything. Gigi actually started out being my Sunday school teacher.
She was the teacher?
Yes, and we were so bad. Oh
Gigi
my God.
was the teacher?
We
I thought she was the organist.
Well, she was organist.
Gigi plays the piano. She's like, dong, dong, dong.
She has been playing. Listen, that woman.
No, she's actually, I was
she's been
joking.
playing
She's
almost
actually very
80
serious.
years
She's
in the
a
church.
Great piano player.
She's going to be 90 this year. Oh my gosh.
I know.
So
I love
she-
Gigi.
Yeah, she's been
Mercy.
playing. Mercy me. But yeah, so I mean, so like I said, we went to church every Sunday school. But then at least once a year, I would also go to a place. It's called Drummondville. It's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
It
I
would
went there
be
once, right?
A week-long camp, sleepover camp. Mm-hmm. And I,
like a
honest to
Christian
God,
camp.
loved it. But it was always like you got to choose like what you went for. You can go for like nature. You can go to like a nature camp.
What
or
did
you
you
can go
do?
to an arts and crafts camp.
You went to arts and crafts camp.
They had like all different ones that you can go to a horseback riding camp. You could choose like what sports camp, swimming camp, like anything. You could choose. There was so
But
much
they
to
tied it
choose
into
from.
like Christian teaching and stuff.
Right, but you had like it was almost like little dorms that you would stay in. You had like, it was all bunk beds and everyone got to sleep in them. Then you had all go to the cafeteria at the same time, but you went to, it was like church every day, like a little church thing every day. And then you'd go to your special, like if you were in arts and crafts, then you'd go and have like make something, create something. And then,
Did you go to church all throughout like high school and stuff?
yeah, pretty much. I've pretty much never not gone to church. There were times that I mostly went for my parents. I'm
And you
not gonna
weren't as
lie.
connected, yeah.
I went because I didn't want to disappoint them. But then as far as when my life turned and I just started going for me, honestly, it was when I moved away.
Yeah. I remember you used to drag me in Austin and I did not want to go.
Right. My parents did the same thing.
Do you ever feel like you were saved, so to speak? I feel like there's nothing for you to be saved from. Like you're like Austin. You've always made really good decisions.
Trust me. There are things that, I mean, everyone has
But
skeletons
did you ever
in
have
their
a
closet.
I know everyone has skeletons in their closet, but did you ever have a turning point where you're just like, oh my gosh, like you came to that realization?
I don't panic about things. Like I just don't know. I just don't, and I'm thankful for that. Like I don't have that anxiety like, oh my gosh, I hope I'm going to be like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But so you just always have
And I
had
will
that.
say 99% of my life, if I'm going to pat myself on the back, I have just made good decisions. So therefore I don't know. I don't have much to regret.
And you read the
There
whole
were
Bible,
things-
right?
I've read the whole Bible once in 2014 and I'm in the middle of it again.
Mine, I'll keep it short and simple because that's honestly is short and simple. I was born into going to church. I was baptized really, really early. My mom you were just being what any mom should do, try to get us to get into church. I went to all of the little camps when I was little too. Not overnight camps though, just like Sunday school.
They didn't have them where, like in Delaware.
Yeah.
Or at least not that I knew of.
But even as a kid, and this is so wrong, I was just always bored. Like I remember being in like Sunday school, not wanting to learn anything. I just wanted to play with the babies. Like I just was not interested. I didn't really care, to be honest. Like I just didn't. And then as soon as I had any freedom, like I'd say once I got to like middle school, high school, I stopped going to church. Like I would go every once in a while because my mom would like make us feel bad about it. But I mean, it's fine. And then so like I just stopped going, and then I went to college, and it was like, what was it? It was my sophomore year. My freshman year did not even walk foot near that church. But my sophomore year, I met Courtney, and Courtney is the one that actually like said that she was super into her faith and everything. And I was just like, you know what?
Because she went to
Liberty. Christian school. No, she didn't go to Liberty. That's the college. She went to.
As I'm saying, I thought she started in Liberty College.
No,
Oh.
no, she just like did all Christian school her whole life. She was always in a Christian school. So she was like, yeah, I'm into my faith, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, do you believe in God? And like, was just like asking random questions like that. And I just said, like, I do believe, but I'm just like, it bores me. I don't understand anything about it. And like, I believe, I know there's a God out there, but blah, 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 blah. So my mom gave me a Bible my freshman year of college, and she put $100 in it so that when one day I was reading the Bible, I could find it. I don't know why. The first day I got it, I was like, going through all the pages, and $100 falls out, and I was like, oh my gosh, found it.
Brat. And here I was on the other end. I was excited. I was like, oh my gosh, guys, she opened her Bible today already and found it. And here I didn't know. It was just like a random.
But my sophomore year, like I went and dug out my Bible, and we went to church together. To be honest, the reason I went to church was because I was like, I can take a picture and I can show my mom that I went there, and she'll be so proud of me, and she'll get off my back about everything else. So I did that. And then I went to this church. It's called New Spring, and we had like an amazing pastor. It was a different type of church. Like I grew up in a Methodist church, and then all the churches we went to were like kind of olden times. Like it was just like hymns and just like straight scripture. It wasn't like a lot of real talk. It was like a lot of just like very theological type of stuff. And then I went to this new church, and it was like live band and modern, and like they were funny in church. Like they'll talk about anything. They'll talk about sex. They'll talk about anything that like you are hush hush about in regular churches. So then I just like really fell in love with that church. And then the whole time I would go to church every single Sunday, but I would just go out and do my life and just be bad, so to speak, like drinking and all that kind of stuff and partying in the meantime. And then funny thing is, my pastor resigned because he had an alcohol addiction problem. And I remember just feeling like, oh my gosh, like he's supposed to be our and like everyone makes mistakes, even pastors, and I get that, but that kind of just like put into perspective for me. So then I kind of like thought about it a little bit, didn't let much of it get to me, and then I stopped going to church again for about 2 months because I just wouldn't even give the new pastor a chance. Like it's not fair, but I just loved the old pastor. I connected with him so much. And then I graduated college. I came to Arizona, and as soon as I came to Arizona, I don't know what it was. I just like, I went to this other church for a couple times, like liked it a little bit, but then we found our new church generation, and I literally just like,
shout out FDD. He found it.
I just like fell in love with it. And I feel like I was saved a long time ago whenever I just decided one day to just quit everything I was doing that was toxic to my life. But I feel like I was not saved in actual church. I was just saved in my like everyday life. But now I am on my journey to reading the Bible. I love singing in church. Like when I used to go to church, I wouldn't even sing. And like I wouldn't do anything. Like I love church. I love the worship. I love listening to the message. I take notes. Me too. And honestly, when I just started following the Bible and following the rules of the Bible, being abstinent, not even cussing, like just like stupid stuff like that, my life has just
baby steps.
Yeah, it's very, very, very baby steps, but it's just, that's my testimony.
And I will say, like, growing up, I never took notes because I'm like you. I mean, you want the honest truth? Okay, we went to church every Sunday, but I got spankings every Sunday afternoon.
Because you're bad
I'm
in
not
church.
kidding. Me and all three of my sisters would go home. My dad would say, put your hands on the table. And we would get spanked because we were bad in church. We would talk and laugh and giggle.
But that's just a kid's mentality. It's not like...
Right. But then once I started taking notes, I love it because have you ever gone back to read your notes? I'd say,
yes. And then you remember like what you're going through at that time.
Yes. And so I definitely recommend because I think you get more out of it by taking notes because I know people, wonder why take notes, but.
And it's just easier to get through hard times. Like when you have a new hard time come up, like before I'm still a very stressed person, chaotic, but when something would come up in my life, like I just did not know how to handle it. And now I literally just turn on Christian music. Like I'll go to bed to Christian music if I'm having a bad day. And like everything, it sounds weird, and it's not everybody's cup of tea. I understand that, but
and it's come so far, Christian music. Like,
oh yeah, it's popping.
But you know what though? Some of the older folk don't like that. I'm not gonna lie, I still love a good hymn because like the words.
I'm not a hymn, but I love the sad songs. Like,
but
it's
like
my heart.
me too. I love sad songs. It makes me want to cry in church, but yet I love it. It's like a good cry. But like the old rugged cross, like I just love that song. I love because the hymns are like they're just more biblical. Like today they but you have to reach people, and if music is a way that you can reach people with the,
I think it has a lot to do with it. Yeah.
I mean, I don't do whatever you can to reach more people. So music is one of them.
And we are still a work in progress. We always will be.
Yes.
But that's our testimony.
Every week, this is like church on Sunday, and then Monday is like a check to me. Like, Jen,
did I learn anything?
Do you need to forgive?
Yeah.
Do you need to forget? Do you need to
do
stop
both.
this? Do you need to do this? Like, every Monday is like a check for me, like a personal check mark. So.
All right. I feel like we're about 10 minutes over our time today, but it's okay. If you guys are still around, make sure that you don't forget to rate and subscribe and comment and share if your friends or family or you care about us. And
whether you like us or not. And honestly, at the end of the day, I even respect the person that said that.
And we want criticism, constructive criticism. Right. We do.
Yes. Yeah. So if you're listening, which I doubt you are, but if you are.
Excuse me, be positive. Thank you.
Oh, no, I think everyone should. But here's my thing. I think people just think it's two girls, blah, blah. Just give it a chance.
Yeah, we talk about everything.
And if you don't like us, but if you don't like the way it is, but yet you do care about us, then give us the constructive criticism. Say, hey, this is how I think you can make something better. Not to say we're definitely going to take your advice, but I am so open for anything to make it better.
But that is it for today's podcast. It just amazes me how every single week we can come here and just rant on for an hour. I love it. But that's it for today's podcast. Like I said, don't forget to do all the above that I just said. I'm not going to repeat it. And that's it.
That's it.
I never know how to close this thing out. Peace.
Peace.